Hi Virgo, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your February love reading. So, underneath the deck, this is the energy that's running through. We have a decision that needs to be made. You could be called to choose between two things. It could be a decision in terms of your relationship or in terms of your marriage. It could be choosing between two people here as well. But we have that you're kind of drawn to do this. There's kind of, it's almost like the situation or the circumstances are pushing you into making a decision or pushing you. It could be about communication because it represents Gemini as well, or Gemini energy. So it could be about communicating your decision or needing to communicate, and you're being pushed to or called to communicate that this month. So we have the Page of Pentacles coming in as your first card. This is talking about looking at something, it's talking about examining something, but it's talking about a slower energy. It's an earth energy. It could be about messages coming in slowly as well, but it's about examining facts, data about something. It could also be that you might be missing something here, because we do have the hair which is in the background, so you may be missing a part of something, especially as we have the moon directly underneath that. Now the moon can talk about fears. It can talk about our fears in a relationship. It can talk about it's almost like you have to follow your synchronicities with the moon card. You have to follow all the signs, the intuitive signs that you're getting this month. This could also be longing for something, but you don't quite get the fulfillment out of it. It could be that there's something from afar that you like, or someone from afar that you like, and you're not quite getting close enough to be in a relationship with them. Or it could be making an offer, but you could be taking your time about it. So yes, with the moon card, the moon here, you could feel a certain way about somebody, because the moon is about hidden fears. On one side here we have the side that's the dark side of the moon. We're in the new moon at the moment, so we're in this dark phase as well. So it could be saying that you could be feeling like somebody's like you're seeing them one way, but it's not how they really are, because in the light of the moon here we have the same dog reflected back as a wolf here. So it's about not quite seeing something within your relationships. Okay, so we then have the Four of Swords in reverse, and it talks about you coming out of a period of meditation, coming out of a period of self-reflection. You could also feel like you're being kind of controlled by a situation, or feeling impaled by a situation, like you can't get away from it. It's also talking about a need for action, yeah, or not, maybe a need for studying all the facts as well, because in the upright it's about taking all those swords and studying them one at a time in the subconscious, yeah. Maybe you need to kind of reflect it. You're reflecting on information that you've studied in your subconscious. You're reflecting on signs that you've had this month. You're reflecting on dreams, even synchronicities, yeah. It's also about setting your intention with the Page of Pentacles now, because it is actually the partial solar eclipse today. So this could be about setting intentions for the future, things that you know are going to grow in the future. So it could be that you're putting your things into one. You're thinking about going into a relationship, but before you do, you're examining it closely. Also, it could be that you're in a relationship and there's something that's not quite sitting right, so you're examining it in a bit more detail. But it does tell you to be careful with this, because it's about following your intuition. But however, next to that you have the Ten of Swords. So with the two of them, it's almost like you're feeling mentally you're feeling like this situation can't work. You're feeling a bit drained. You're feeling like this is the end of the line for this. You could be feeling backstabbed. But with the moon card, it does say that we can't always see in the dark. So imagine you're walking down a street at night, and you're just being led by the lamppost lights. So therefore you can't see all of a situation. So the moon card is saying that you can't see all of a situation. Mentally, you might be feeling that angst from having to make this decision, from feeling like it could also be things coming up from the past. But it's about you. It's about you realizing the difference between your intuition and the mental stuff that we choose to carry around about a situation. So you could be confusing the two in a sense, because your intuition is what is guiding you. We did have that angel, that Cupid there as well. So I'm feeling like, and we have the Church here. So I'm feeling like you're being guided, yeah? But mentally, you do feel like it could be the end of a situation or the end of something. Next to that, we do have you being very protective. It could be to do with finances. It could be to do with boundaries. It could be to do with protecting your heart in the situation. And maybe that's why you have you're feeling this way. You're feeling like you need to put up these barriers, but in a way it's kind of self-sabotage. You do have the Three of Wands, but next to the Page of Pentacles. So this is talking about making plans. It's talking about seeing the bigger picture. It's also talking about waiting for your ships to come in. It talks about negotiation. It talks about compromise. It talks about three things getting all their energy together as well in a situation, because next to that you also have the Five of Swords, and this is you wanting to release conflict, or this could be you feeling like you may have won in a situation, however you're feeling like, what did you win, and was it worth it? You're wanting to put down the sword or bury the hatchet, so to speak. You're wanting to get these things all to come together now, these three things to come together. It could also be definitely about a child with the Three of Wands there, about a relationship or getting it to come together for the sake of a child. Yeah. Your oracle card is Exchanging Gifts, 27. So that is a 9. It's like you're coming to the end of a cycle in something, but it's saying that in order to beat this conflict and in order to feel like it's relinquishing a sense of guilt as well. It's about a sense of regret, yeah? Or you're feeling like you can't win in a situation, so you could have just given up, and you're kind of trying to protect your heart in the situation or your finances, yeah? But we have Exchanging Gifts. It's asking you to look at your relationships around you and whether the energy is reciprocal, whether the energy that you're giving as much as you're receiving. That's what it's asking you to look at. But it's about this. It's like the end of a lesson. It's like the end of the thing. And it does talk about blessings, actually. Once you exchange it and get to the right balance, we have Temperance underneath the Ten of Swords, which also talks about getting to the right balance in a situation, the right give and take. And then we also have the blessings with the rainbow and then a new day. So it could be healing from a situation. So in order to heal from that, it needs three things coming together. It needs this process where you can all look at the bigger picture, make plans, cooperate. But there is a sense of healing that could come from that, yeah? It's also a sense of needing to have more balance in the situation, yeah? Because mentally you could be feeling a little bit unbalanced, especially with all the moon stuff going on as well. But yeah, we have also next to that, we have calling in your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So where I see this energy, it's either past life energy for some of you, and that's what you're kind of dealing with right now, and there's this need for the balancing and the fairness. Or for some of you, it's a new relationship that's coming in, and you're calling in your soulmate, because this is growing something. This is not saying that your soulmate's right here, right now. It's talking about a process of you calling them in. Or for some of you, it could be right now, because I've just seen that you have come to the edge, 36, which is also a 9. And it's asking you to take a leap of faith in a situation. It's asking you to come to the edge and to basically jump and have faith that spirit will catch you in a situation. So it could be that this coming together, or this need to bring a situation to come together, needs this leap of faith. Or it could be a leap of faith in a new love for some of you, in a new romance, yeah? Or it could be coming to the edge in terms of your relationship as a couple, in that you need to have more heart-to-heart conversations. And it says honestly discuss your feelings with one another. So that would definitely go towards this healing process as well, having these heart-to-heart discussions. It would also release some of this mental anxiety, this mental tension as well. You have, next to Temperance, you have the Star in reverse. And it talks about losing faith in a situation. It talks about feeling like you've reached the end of a line, feeling like there's no hope, feeling like you've been given up on almost. However, I did pull a clarifier for that, and we got the 6 of Wands. So this talks about cooperation. This talks about victory in a situation. Yeah, you need to have more faith, it's saying, and then there will be a victory of situation. It talks about support and cooperation after a struggle, after a battle as well. So it could be right now that you're feeling like there's no hope, but there is victory there, and Spirit saying that in order to bless you both, you need to kind of look at, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, this is 8. So the power comes from looking at your relationships, where you see loyalty. Where are people being loyal to you this month? Yeah, can you reciprocate that energy? It's asking you to just, maybe that is the thing that you're missing. You're missing the fact that somebody is really very loyal to you, but mentally you're still stuck in a situation possibly. But it's asking you to have this reciprocal energy, to have faith this month. Yeah, for those that are single, we have got the new love card. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. However, for those that are dealing with past life situations as well, it could be that there's a new restoration of faith. There's a new restoration of the relationship, and it becomes more loyal. It becomes something that can be grown upon. Yeah. Or for new relationships, it's saying that this is something that can be grown upon. However, you do have some anxieties that you could possibly be carrying from the past. Yeah, listen for signs, listen for synchronicities. Where are you being guided to make this decision this month? So I really do hope that has helped. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is in the box below. Take care, stay blessed, thank you.